Chat, that's what I do now. I only play key games on 5-minute quarters to get the games done a lot quicker. Yes, sir. My turns to receive. My new series. Upload some My Career content and some grip content. For sure, for sure. And that'll be fun. Got it.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Miami Heat in this one as they go up against the Houston Rockets here in Toyota Center. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Allie LaForce reporting courtside. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year.
Look at us.
Taking a look at Miami. They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well.
Well, right now for Miami, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, we've got Jared McCain, MP out there with Reed, and it's Gonzalez in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Rockets, Booker out there with Bryant. Then there's Hudson. Then it's Thompson, and it's Hayward in a...
We have to score 145 plus points?
The pivot spot, manning the middle. You know, when you break down these teams, Greg, they are excellent on the defensive end.
Yeah, so let's give credit to their coaches. They prepare their teams well, motivating their guys to give that consistent effort.
We've seen it already this season, and P has an elevated intent to win. Anytime he's matched up against one of the league's power teams. You know what? He loves these kind of challenges.
And I don't expect him to hold anything back tonight. But the success they've had in these tough games lately is going to go all out to keep building that momentum.
You know, you just can't say enough about the statistical marks that MP is putting up. I mean, Greg, this is just amazing stuff. How about his 20, 20, and 20 triple-double? I've never said that before. I mean, this is incredible.
And, Kevin, something we'd only seen from the likes of Wilt and Westbrook, right? That's the kind of dynamic, prolific dominance you've got to exhibit to manufacture a stat line like that. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
Here's Hudson checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. Here's MP, and MP throws it down.
Oh, what a move by MP, just relentlessly attacking the rim.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Here's Hudson, guarded by Blake, with 3. Booker, and again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Defensively, you've got to apply more pressure to a shooter of his caliber.
MP passes to Blake. MP with a screen on Hudson. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back.
No.
One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human cheat code. The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Here's Hudson. His last outing with 20 points. Thompson. That one goes. Count it.
This coaching staff encourages Thompson to look for a shot, especially when he's in close.
MP with a screen on Hudson. Blake for 3. The offensive rebound. McCain gets a wide open look. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
What are these dance videos? They just make no sense.
For the Rockets, Howell comes in for Booker, and it's Scott in for Amen Thompson. Bridges, he's checked in for Miami.
Not this extra thing. This ain't just
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, outside Scott.
Don't switch the matchup.
Hayward is screen on Bridges. Scott kicks to Howell. 4 on the clock.
No.
Here's Hudson. It's hauled in by the Heat. They are on a phenomenal run right now. 16 consecutive wins.
And it is very impressive, but it's also interesting. I mean, even sitting here at the broadcast table and the storyline this group has created has you just impressed and a little scratching your head because we expect drama and a certain amount of unpredictability with this group. That's not going away, but I tell you, this team seems to be minimizing or mitigating the volatility. They seem to be a lot more solid of late.
And so here is Houston. Following the three-pointer by MP, and good that time.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Pass to McCain. MP sets the screen for McCain. And the Heat, another 3.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
And Scott has it in the corner. And the 3 off target. The 3 from MP. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Miami Heat looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their transition game has been in full effect. Back to the action in just a minute.
That's crazy, bro.
And if Ryan is checked in for Rui Hachimura. Booker comes in for Asar Thompson. And Hudson subbed in for Scott. Hudson is out there with Amen Thompson. Then it's Bryant. And it's Howell in at the center. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Gonzalez, that's good.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
And Thompson kicks to Booker. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Raptors had a huge game. He picked up 66 points and put up double digits in 3 categories. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
Allie, we appreciate the update. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Drills it from outside. MP's got 19 points.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc. One of his specialties on display there, a nifty lead pass.
Out to Gonzalez, and stolen by Booker. Pass to Hudson, launches a 3, and a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
That's a guy you need to defend, especially from range.
Got that bucket in no time at all. He's got 22.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shifts.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into it. You got to almost be in their
For the Gator endorsement, bro.
jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And the Heat, another 3.
MP shooting with rhythm. This is why defenders have to be in his airspace.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the 3-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Here's Hudson, launches it, and no good. MP against Booker. And here's MP for 3. And the Heat, another 3.
Well, MP got him right there with the stop and pop.
Pass to Bryant. Lets the 3 fly.
Yes, sir.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Miami Heat. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. And we'll be back with you shortly.
And we welcome you to halftime. First order of business, time to take stock of the All-Star voting.
Man, we've talked about it so much, hard to believe we're almost an All-Star weekend.
I'm interested to see which new faces make it this year. This first
Wemby,
All-Star
Cooper
game
Flag.
for a player really memorable. Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Miami Heat.
They're going to the arc, drilling shots, making it look simple, even by today's standards.
Yeah, you'd think a defense now would be more prepared to guard the three-point line, but that hasn't been the case. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Third quarter time, huh?
Mark, we see more coaches nowadays keeping a cool-headed, calm demeanor on the sideline.
And Kevin, I love it. I mean, you don't have to yell and scream to get your point across, and every coach has to coach according to his personality, but I do like the fact that we see more coaches being mindful of how they coach and recognizing that overly demonstrative behavior doesn't necessarily improve the outcome.
On the court for the Heat. MP out there with Naz Reid.